630 years due to the unusually warm winter. Snow typically seen by early October has yet to appear on Japan's highest peak, as Japan experienced its hottest summer on record with temperatures 1.76 degrees Celsius above average. The absence of snow aligns with climate trends, though it cannot be solely attributed to climate change. As Japan heads into November, Mount Fuji's snow cap is more delayed than the previous record set on October the 26th. And now taking a quick look at the weather here. It's currently 24 degrees Celsius in Busan City under clear skies. And that will have to do it for this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BEFM 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is Midday Mate with Nick Greenwood. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Toast is suitable for any time of the day. Whether it's a quick breakfast option, a satisfying snack, or a side dish for a meal, toast types can be customized to suit any taste preferences. One of the main reasons for the versatility of toast is its ability to be paired with a wide range of ingredients. The possibilities are endless, from classic toppings like honey, butter, hazelnut and cocoa cream, avocado to eggs. So today, we're going to talk about delicious types of toast. It's Wednesday, October the 30th, 2024. This is Midday Mate. Let's go.
Tom was born in 1942 with eyes of blue, and the doctor said his birth was far too fast. His heart stopped twice, but yet he survived. As he took his first breath, his mother took her last. And his father knew that he wasn't to blame, but he never quite looked at Tom the same after that. And he rarely spoke about her, but when he did, he said, your mother used to say this: when the skies are looking bad, my dear, and your heart's lost all its hope, after dawn there will be sunshine, and all the dust will go. The skies will clear, my darling. I'll wake up with the one I love the most, and in the morning I'll make you up some tea and toast. Well, they met through a friend who introduced them, and the first thing Tom said was, would you like to dance? They moved with each other, and when the music got slower, he said, don't let go of my hand. He said, it's only polite if I ask you tonight, would it be alright if I could walk you home? That night he told her of his birth, and he said when it hurt, he thought about what his mother said about tea and toast. Well, 2 quick years they went by, they were side by side, and without a plan they conceived a little child. He said, woman, I love you, and this you know, but I only earn enough for our food and clothes. But I love you and this baby until the day that I die. She said, we'll take care of this little life, and we'll fall in love with her baby blue eyes, and we'll be alright, from some advice that I know. She said, I never got to meet her, but if I did, I'm sure your mother would have said this: when the skies are looking up, and your heart's lost all its hope. After dawn there will be sunshine, and all the dust will go. The skies will clear, my darling. We'll show this baby all the love we know. And in the morning I'll make you up some tea and toast. Well, he took those words and he made them proud. He worked day after day and hour after hour, so they could buy a little house just on the outside of town. Their little girl grew up and so did they. They said that they loved each other every day. And 40 years later, that brings us to now. And as they're walking down the street, her grip loosens on his hand. He puts her arm around her side as she falls to the ground. He hears her breathing, and that's the only sound. Her body on the floor attracts a worried crowd. Tears roll off his face as he says, don't let go now. And he's sitting by a bed in a hospital ward, and their daughter walks in with a family of her own. She says, Dad, I don't know if she can hear you now, but there's one thing Mum would want you to know. When the skies are looking back, my dear, and your heart's lost all its hope, after dawn there will be sunshine, and all the dust will go. The skies will clear, my darling. Now it's time for you to let go. Our girl will wake you up in the morning with some tea and toast.
That was Tea and Toast by Lucy Spraggan. Now, Tea and Toast is a narrative-driven song by the British singer-songwriter Lucy Spraggan, who's known for her poignant storytelling and her unique blend of folk, pop and kind of acoustic rap. And Spraggan offers a tender tale of life and love in this track, which has the foundation of Tea and Toast. The song features quite sweet, melodic guitar strumming, paired with her unique vocal style, a very northern English accent she sings with, and she guides listeners through the ups and downs of a couple's journey together. And it's a story of companionship, the simple pleasures of tea and toast, and facing life's hardship side by side. Now, tea and toast is quite essential in British culture. Tea and toast is something that is had basically every single day by a lot of British people, so this song kind of hits home for me. We've got Drift Monkeynim on YouTube Live saying, "이 노래 너무 슬퍼." Is it sad? It might be a little bit sad. It's kind of melancholic, but I think it's sweet. It's one of those bittersweet songs, and I quite enjoyed it, and I hope you did as well. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. You're live in the studio in Busan this Wednesday afternoon. This is Midday Mate, and you're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Kijang, Dongguan and Noksan areas. I am your host, Nick, and we've got a lot of great stuff coming your way today. Before that, I want to say hello to the lovely people who are messaging in already on this, I must say, quite fine day. It's a fine Wednesday. Chae Sung-nim coming in saying, hello, it's a lovely day. The sky is crystal clear and the cool breeze as well. Yeah, I really enjoyed walking to work today. The sun was kind of out, but it was crisp, and it was the perfect weather to take a walk. So I'm very happy today as well, and I'm glad you're enjoying the weather too. It's good to see everybody on YouTube Live. Benny Nim, welcome to the show, saying happy hump day. Happy hump day indeed. Paul Nim, good to see you. Soy Nim, hello there. Sangmin Park Nim, welcome one and all to the show. Hope you're having a great day so far. Drift Monkey Nim saying, I'm all for tea and toast, but not like this. Okay, maybe with a bit more of an upbeat song about tea and toast next time. Benny Nim saying, oh, perfect for the lovely afternoon. Tea and toast. And today, in our Listomania segment, which is one of our upcoming segments, we're going to be going over different kinds of lists. And today, we're talking about different types of toast. Now, toast is something that is spread all around the world. It's eaten in very different styles in different countries. For example, England and Korea have very different styles of toast, but they're both, delicious in their own right. After Listomania, we have What's the Word, We'll look at the evolution of words, where they came from, and how they changed over time. Cheryl will be in the studio for that. And then in hour number 2, we've got today's quotes, where we introduce encouraging quotes from famous people. Bite-sized banter after that, daily fun conversations with a theme. Kimberly will be guiding us in this. Don't Make a Scene will be after, introducing useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And then poetry in motion, where we introduce Korean poems and we translate them into English as well. Of course, I'll be checking your messages throughout the show. Now, if you want to message in, but you're not quite sure what to say, I'm going to give you a question that you can answer. Today's question of the day, our text topic is, if you had to eat toast all week long, what toast would you make? Now, maybe you do eat toast every day. I don't. I used to when I was a kid, but if you had to eat toast every day for a week, what is your go-to toast? 만약에 토스트를 일주일 내내 먹어야 한다면 어떤 토스트를 만들 건가요? It's a pretty simple question. Maybe you like peanut butter. Maybe you just like butter. Maybe you like jam. Maybe you like marmalade. Maybe you like Eggs Benedict, you know, with eggs and hollandaise sauce, or Eggs Atlantic, where you put a bit of salmon and egg on toast. Lots of variations. Maybe avocado. Let me know. You can send your messages to pound 9050, 샵 9050, should cost you 101. A Kakao Talk message, just search for BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean. You can add us, send us messages for free, or you can download the smartphone app, or even better, I say go onto YouTube, type in BEFM, and just look for Midday Mate. Click on us, we're live. You can see me in the studio here, and you can talk with all of the mates in our live chat. It's a great little community going on. Come and get involved. Tell us what kind of toast you would eat if you had to eat toast for a week. We're going to take a song break, and then we'll be back with Listomania. This is Week in the Presence of Beauty by Alison Moyet.
Seems
That was Weak in the Presence of Beauty by Alison Moyer. Welcoming you back to Midday Mate. It's 12:19 in the afternoon, and I'm sure a lot of you might be eating something right now, something delicious, maybe something not so delicious. Today, we're talking about food, which is perfect, right? We're talking about one specific kind of food, though. We're talking about toast today. That simple, classic dish that fills you up and is usually very cheap and easy to make. Now, the question of the day is, if you had to eat toast all week long, what kind of toast would you have? 만약에 토스트를 일주일 내내 먹어야 한다면 어떤 토스트를 만들 건가요? 오늘의 질문이에요. You can send your messages to pound 9050, 샵 9050, KakaoTalk message or YouTube Live. We've got some messages coming in. Christine Hannim, welcome to the show, saying, in capital letters, 대문자로 French toast with maple syrup. That sounds delicious. French toast is very delicious. It's very, very sweet. There's lots of powdered sugar on it, right? Lots of powdered sugar, maple syrup. Yeah, there is syrup on it. It's delicious if you're craving something sweet. It's a very fancy toast, I must say. But good choice. I like it. We have Benny Nim saying their type of toast. I like this. Me and Benny Nim, I think, vibe on the kind of toast. He says, I like to have just usual butter. Me too. I just love butter toast. Salted butter toast is simple and great. And he also says, or ricotta cheese for a whole week. I've never had ricotta cheese on my toast. But now I'm kind of curious because ricotta cheese is delicious and maybe ricotta cheese on toast would be very, very nice. So keep letting me know if you had to eat toast all through the week. Not that it's a bad thing. What kind of toast would you have? Jenny Nim also, welcome to the show, saying 안녕 Mitch and Nick. 오늘 하늘이 너무 예뻐요. The sky is beautiful today. I'm very happy as well. The sky is beautiful where you are. That's fantastic to know as well. It seems like a lot of people, because we have messengers and we have listeners from all over the world, it seems to be kind of the same. The sky is beautiful. That's great. We all kind of vibe. Our weathers are all matching, which is great. And I'm glad you're happy. Pornim saying they're not too happy today, maybe because they slept late. 힘내세요. You can do it. I hope you feel better. And hopefully, through the rest of the show, your feelings will rise and you'll feel better. Chae Sung Nim saying, I'd make egg toast as it's easy to make and nutritious. Yeah, that's a classic. Eggs on toast. Because there are so many different kinds of eggs, right? You can have scrambled eggs. You can have poached eggs, which I love. I love poached eggs. You can have fried eggs. You can have omelets. Omelette on toast? I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, eggs are a great combination with toast. So keep letting me know what kind of toast you like and what you would eat for a whole week. Now, I've got a list here for Listomania, which talks about a variety of delicious types of toast around the world. Now, number one now this isn't, by the way, this isn't the complete, absolute 절대적인 list, okay? There's going to be stuff that's not on here that is obviously very delicious. If you think we missed something, let me know. Let me know. Number one on this list is butter toast. I think we're starting simple, but butter toast is a classic comfort food that hits the spot, especially if it's salted butter. People worldwide have enjoyed it for centuries as a simple yet satisfying breakfast option. The combination of warm, crispy toast and that creamy, rich butter creates a delicious flavor and a texture that's hard to beat. Now, to make butter toast, I know, it's pretty simple, right? You just need a slice of bread or two and some butter. You toast the bread until it's golden brown and crispy. I think it's always best to use a toaster if you have one. If you don't have one, you can do it in the frying pan, which is also good, but there's just something different about using a real toaster. And it does the perfect timing for you as well. And then put on as much butter as you want. There's a picture on there on YouTube with a very golden piece of bread and a nice little dollop of butter on there. I say that's not enough butter. I would put 2 times that amount on because I love butter. Now, when the butter melts, it transforms and it kind of contrasts the hot bread with this cool and creamy butter. I love it. I've said butter too much. All right, let's move on. Number 2. This one will speak directly to our listener, Christine Hannim, because number 2 is French toast. Now, French toast is prepared by soaking bread slices in eggs, milk, and spices, and then frying it until it's golden brown. French toast is paired with maple syrup and powdered sugar, and for extra flavour, it's often topped with fruits, whipped cream, and some cinnamon as well. You know, whether it's a lazy Sunday or you're going out for a brunch meal with a friend or something like that, French toast, it's something that's good for social media, for sure. It always looks pretty, so it's always something you can boast about and upload it, and it tastes good as well. So, yeah, the French know what they're doing with desserts. I'm not actually sure if it came from France. Did it come from France? I guess it did, because it's called French toast. All right, next on the list, we have strawberry toast, not strawberry jam toast. Now, to be clear, strawberry jam toast is delicious. I think it's one of the kings of toast. But this is strawberry toast, apparently. And it's made with fresh strawberries and toast. So you start by, of course, toasting the bread until it's golden brown and crispy. You can use, whole wheat bread, or you can use white bread, Nutri-Grain bread, lots of different breads. But then you spread butter on it or cream cheese, and then you put fresh strawberries on it. I have never heard of this kind of bread before. It's on the list. I've never heard of it. I've never tried it. I've never thought about cream cheese and strawberries going together. But apparently it's a thing. If you've ever tried it, tell me, does it taste any good? It looks, I don't know. It looks interesting. There's a picture of it on YouTube Live if you're on the internet right now. It looks interesting. But you know what? I think it would do very well in Korea. Because when I go into some convenience stores, they have sandwiches, right? Sometimes I see strawberry and whipped cream sandwiches. I've never dared to try one, but they look interesting. That's the word I'm going to use. They look very interesting. All right, let's move on. We're going to go to a real toast. Now, this is also, in my opinion, one of the top 3 kings of toast. Of course, it's peanut butter toast. Peanut butter is one of the staples of, I guess it's very staple of Western diets. We eat a lot of peanut butter. Now, peanut butter is delicious on toast. If you mix it with butter as well, it makes it extra creamy. And the good thing with peanut butter is that there are different varieties, right? You can get smooth, it's just perfectly smooth, no bits in it, or you can get crunchy, which a lot of people like. Do you prefer smooth or crunchy peanut butter? It's also pretty nutritious, especially if you go to the gym, because it contains a bit of protein, helps with the carbohydrates as well. It's a great choice for a toast, and I love it. I eat it fairly often, actually. Do you like it? We have Sonia messaging in, saying, French toast 가끔 먹으면 정말 맛있어요. Yeah, French toast is, you know what, it's so good. I think if you eat it every day, first of all, it will be very unhealthy, but I reckon it might get a bit too much if you eat it every day. But sometimes it's great. It's like a great treat. Drift Monkey Nim also saying French toast is easy to make and so good. I totally agree. And then absolute banger, butter toast. I agree. I love the word banger. Do you use it in New Zealand as well? I guess then in England, Australia, New Zealand, we like the word banger. And banger just means top notch. Amazing. That is a banger. Good use of words there. New Zealand and England are closer than I thought. That's really nice to know. Next on the list, we have... Now this is for... I guess this is maybe more of a modern thing. Maybe for the Californians out there. It's avocado toast. Avocado toast consists of mashed avocados spread on toasted bread, often topped with tomatoes, feta cheese, or poached eggs. Sounds delicious, and it is delicious. Actually, avocado toast is very, very good. You can mash up the avocado, or you can use just slices. 으깬 아보카도도 맛있고 아니면 슬라이스 해가지고 그렇게 먹어도 맛있습니다. It's also very high in nutrition. Avocado is high in good fats with tomatoes on there. If you use whole grain bread, you can't go wrong. Jenny Nim saying, I would like to have a slice of whole grain toast with peanut butter, avocado, and over easy fried eggs. 자주 이렇게 먹어요 이라고 하셨어요. You have them all at once. That's so cool. How does it taste? I've never had... I like peanut butter, I like avocado, and I like fried eggs. I've never had them together. 맛있나요? Let me know. I'll have to try it someday when I had to buy some avocados, but I want to buy them sometime. All right, next on the list. We're running out of time, so I'm going to skip one. I'm going to go to our last one. This is a toast that I used to have when I was a kid. It's called banana toast. Banana toast. Now, banana toast is actually quite delicious, and of course it's nutritious as there are bananas in it. To make banana toast, you just, of course, once again toast the bread. You can spread peanut butter or butter on the bread, and then you slice a banana and you just put it on top. And it's really good. It tastes good. It's great for kids. It's great for adults as well. But it's really, really good. And if you haven't tried it, I totally recommend it. We've got some more messages coming in. Lots of people loving bread. Choi Sung-nim saying, I'm not really a bread person. It doesn't fill my belly. 빵은 배가 안 차는 느낌이랄까요? Fair enough. I guess, you're more of a rice or maybe noodle kind of person. It depends what you grow up with, I guess. In England, bread, I personally, for dinner, I'll eat sandwiches. My wife doesn't like them, but I love sandwiches for any meal of the day. I guess it just depends what you grew up with, right? But I agree, sometimes I do prefer things other than bread. We also have Go For It, Nim. Welcome to the show. It's your first time here, right? Welcome. I hope you're having a great day so far. Welcome to the show. Also saying, I have a nice voice. 감사합니다. Thank you for the compliment. Let me know what kind of bread you love, and it's fantastic to see you here. And he's also saying, I need to go and buy some bananas and some bread. Also saying, Korean avocados are not that great. I don't know. I think they're imported, aren't they? I think they're imported from somewhere else. Or do they grow natively here? I'm not sure, but I have no problems with the avocado here. Maybe they're not for everyone. Busan Ajanim saying French toast. Yeah, French toast is a classic as always. Soinim also, kind of off topic, talking about my t-shirt, saying 오늘 티셔츠 예쁘네요. 코끼리가 인사해주네요. 타일랜드에서 구매하신 건가요? 맞습니다. 타일랜드에서 구매했습니다. I was changing my clothes to look for more winter clothes, and I found this that I bought in Thailand, and I thought, before the weather gets too cold, I want to wear this at least one more time. So I'm wearing it today because, I like elephants, I like Thailand, and I like this as well. All right, that was our list all about bread, toast. Let me know what kind of toast you love. If there are any different types of toast we missed, let me know. We're going to take a song break, and then we'll be back. This is Keep On Loving You by REO Speedwagon.
But
You just listened to Keep On Loving You by REO Speedwagon, welcoming you back to Midday Mate. It's 12:36 in the afternoon. Lots of conversations happening about that wonderful whole grain snack known as toast, unless you're eating white bread. But bread's good, however you eat it. 절단 TV님, welcome to the show. Good to see you. 김원영님 as well. Welcome to the show. If you're just joining now, my name's Nick, and this is Midday Mate, where we just talk about whatever we feel like, basically. It's our next segment, and we have Cheryl in the studio for What's the Word? Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
So good. Always so good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome. You know what? Right now, we're having a couple of problems with our YouTube live stream. We're trying to get it fixed, but that's annoying because you're wearing a really good T-shirt today.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you're gonna have to read it in a second. Before we move on, before we do start, I want to ask you, what is your go-to toast? If you had to eat one kind of toast all week, what toast would you eat?
Gotta be avo on toast.
Avo on toast.
Yeah.
That's a very Australian way to say. Can you guess what avo means, 여러분? Avo, it's shortened from the longer word of avocado, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Avocado on toast is really good.
It's so good.
It's popular in Australia.
Very popular.
Is it? Do you have it like with the tomatoes and sometimes poached egg or something on top?
No, I just have it on like a piece of sourdough, toasted sourdough, and then the avocado is mashed.
Wow, that sounds great.
It's so good.
That sounds great. When I can, I make avocado on toast if I can buy it, and I love mashing it, and then I sprinkle the big sea salt on it sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That really enhances the flavour so well. I love it. Avocado on toast, you heard it here. If you haven't tried it, totally recommended. Now you're here to talk about the origins of certain words. And your T-shirt.
My T-shirt.
For those who can't see it, what does your T-shirt say?
Well, I can read the front, but you'll have to read the back.
Okay.
So the front says, "Make Americano great again."
Make Americano great again.
Yes.
Okay.
And the back.
Right, let's see. She's turning around. The back of her T-shirt says, "Weak coffees create bad situations." Many people will resonate with that. So I think it's pretty obvious what the word for today is.
Yes, the word for today is coffee. But before we start, which do you prefer, coffee or tea?
I now prefer or find essential are two different things. Now, I guess I like coffee. I never used to drink coffee until I started radio. And then it kind of became a tradition. I buy a coffee before the show and I drink it. And now I really do enjoy it. I've really acclimatized to Korean coffee culture where you go to a cafe, you sit down, do a bit of work, drink a nice coffee. That's a really nice swakeng, like a small pleasure in life. Tea, I used to drink a lot of tea, but not so much anymore. So I would say coffee. And I assume, but judging by your T-shirts.
It's got to be I can't get going in the morning without my cup of coffee.
Now, what is your favourite coffee?
Oh, it's Americano, just straight up black.
You're Korean.
Yes.
You've become Korean. That's awesome. So, today, we're talking about the word coffee. I think, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
That would have been a twist if we weren't. So, I assume this word, coffee, I can kind of imagine some of the origins of this word, but, I'd just be guessing. Can you dive into this for us?
So before we actually get into the word, let's talk about where coffee came from.
Okay.
So coffee dates back centuries to Ethiopia and Yemen, and it was already known in Mecca in the 15th century.
Oh, whenever I see people selling coffee beans, it always says Ethiopia. That seems to be one of the main origins of coffee beans. But you mentioned Mecca as well. What is Mecca for those who don't know?
So Mecca is in Western Saudi Arabia, and it's the holiest city according to Islam.
Right. Yeah, so the origin of coffee is in Africa and the Middle East. But I'm assuming there is more to the story.
There is. So in the 15th century, Sufi monasteries in Yemen used coffee to help the monks concentrate during prayers. Coffee later spread to the Levant, which would have been the Mediterranean in the early 16th century, and arrived in Italy in the second half of the 16th century through commercial Mediterranean trade routes. And by the mid-17th century, it had reached India and the East Indies.
Wow. You know what? I am quite surprised that it was used to help concentration during prayers, especially for monks, because I thought monks had to kind of clear the mind, not be jittery. But maybe, I guess, if you're praying all day or for many hours, coffee will give you that boost. Now, it moved around a lot, but how did it get to somewhere like North America?
So coffee, it arrived in the New World when Gabriel de Club brought coffee seeds to Martinique in 1720. The beans sprouted about 18,680 coffee trees, which allowed for the spread to other Caribbean islands and Mexico. And by 1852, Brazil became the world's largest coffee producer and has held the title ever since.
Brazil? I didn't know that. When I think Brazil, I don't think of coffee, which is interesting. Oh, by the way, YouTube is now back up.
Oh, good.
You want to flash your T-shirt?
You can see my T-shirt
Make
now.
Americano great
There
again.
we go.
She wore it for the subject today, which is dedication. So, I'm assuming that coffee wasn't widely produced back in 1852.
No, it wasn't. Coffee didn't gain global popularity until the 20th century when modern production came about, making it one of the world's most popular beverages.
Now that we have an idea of the history, where did the word itself, coffee, originate?
The word coffee entered the English language in 1582, and the word came from the Dutch word coffee, Koffie, which was borrowed from the Ottoman Turkish kahve, Khve, which in turn had been borrowed from the Arabic kahwe, Kahwah.
So it had these big transformations from Arabic to Turkish, but then when it got to Dutch, it kind of remained unchanged for 500 years. Coffee, just the spelling is different, but effectively the same pronunciation. So the word has been borrowed a lot across countries and cultures, but even though the spelling has changed, the meaning hasn't, unlike a lot of the words that we previously talked about.
That's right. That's the one thing that's really interesting. And something else that's interesting is that during the Arabic medieval times, the origin of the word gawe meant wine because of its distinctly dark colour, which also came from the verb, I'll try to pronounce this, gahaya, which meant to have no appetite.
I thought the word that gawa was from the Ethiopian province of Kaffa, which is where the area where coffee originated.
A different term for coffee in languages of Ethiopia is actually bana. Bun, bun, or buni, depending on the language. Most of the word group has been assumed to have originated from the Arabic bun, which means coffee bean.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, I know there are some slang terms for coffee, like, I've heard this word a lot, Java. Java, but sometimes I think of Java, obviously there's the old computer coding script, Java.
Yeah.
I also hear Java chips, like Java chocolate chips. Sometimes at Stadteng, the coffee shop, they have like Java chocolate chip.
Oh.
I don't know if that means coffee or not, but it doesn't taste caffeinated. But I guess that might be slightly different.
Well, the origin of the term Java makes sense.
Yeah.
When coffee became popular in the 1800s, the main source of the world's coffee at that time was the Indonesian island of Java.
Oh.
So it's only natural that coffee would be Java.
That's okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But Java's not the only word for coffee. Thanks to American influence, I always hear the term cup of joe. A nice cup of joe. Now, Joe, J-O-E, is a person's name. 사람 이름인데요. But they use it to refer to coffee.
That's right. So in 1914, the Secretary of the U.S. Navy, Josephus Joe Daniels, banned alcohol from all U.S. Navy ships.
It's kind of like a prohibition in the army.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this was close to the start of World War I, and many young men who served on the ships would find themselves on a ship where the strongest drink available was a cup of joe.
So was it made in spite? They're like, oh, that Joseph Joe Daniels, let's drink him, Joe.
Could be.
I love the name Josephus. Now, I know there are a few phrases associated with the word coffee, like coffee break. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about that coffee break origin, which is very common, right after a song break. We're going to listen to Knocking on Heaven's Door by Bob Dylan.
Take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama put my guns in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. That long black cloud is coming down. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door.
That was Bob Dylan with Knocking on Heaven's Door. Welcoming you back to Midday Mate, and we're joined by Cheryl in the studio for What's the Word. We're talking about the word coffee today, and I cut us off mid-sentence. But we were about to talk about coffee breaks. So, you know, a lot of places, companies will have coffee breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you tell us about how was this introduced?
So it was thought that if workers were given time to relax over a cup of coffee, they would be more productive.
Yeah, I guess
simple.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure about Korea, but in England, like people who smoke will have a smoking break.
Exactly, yeah.
But then the people who don't smoke would always be like, 나는요? Like, I don't smoke, can I have
What
a break?
about me? Yeah.
A coffee break would be very nice, I think. So another caffeinated beverage that might have interesting origins is cappuccino. Now, where did that originate?
So the word itself is interesting. It actually means hood in Italian.
Hood like a hood or like a ghetto area?
No, like a hood.
Oh, like a clothing hood.
Back then, I don't think they had ghetto areas.
Okay. So how do you get from a hood to a coffee with froth milk and cinnamon? How do you get to that?
So the Capuchin monks, whose hooded habits were a dark oak brown, similar to the colour of a good cappuccino. Oh. Yeah.
So the looking, how it looked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first recorded use of the word was in 1790 in Vienna, Austria. A man named Wilhelm Tissot wrote a recipe for Capuchin Cafe or Capuchin coffee, which was quite different from what we now recognise as cappuccino.
Okay, so what recipe did he write?
It contained sugar, cream, and egg yolks.
Huh.
Whereas now it's just espresso and foamed milk. But there are still some parts of Austria where you can get an original style cappuccino if you so wish.
Whenever I go to Europe, they're very proud of their coffee, especially the Italians. They're very proud of their coffee. You tell them that something called ice Americano exists, they go, get out of here.
Yeah.
They're very proud because they have a very strong coffee culture. When I went there recently, I really found it difficult to find an iced Americano. But they do exist for the tourists. Now, speaking of cappuccino, I think we understand that there are different words for coffee depending on the country you're in. So, for example, in England, a slang term for coffee or tea would be a brew, because you're brewing it, or a cuppa, a cup of tea or coffee. And we recognize Americano in Korea as black coffee, but if you went to another country and ordered an Americano, like England as well, they probably won't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, quite right.
We don't use the term Americano in many countries. So what would you say?
So in Australia, if you want a black coffee, you would order a long black or a short black.
I guess the size. No?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the long black, I guess, would be like an Americano, and the short black would be closer to an espresso.
I see. A bit more concentrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. I think in England we just call it an iced black coffee. very, very straight to the point. So I've heard of the term flat white as well. Now, I assume flat white means it's got cream in it or milk like a latte?
Kind of. It's a bit stronger than a latte. It's got more coffee in it and a thinner layer of steamed milk than a traditional latte.
Okay. I think I can picture it in my head. I'm not a coffee connoisseur. I drink Americano. That's about it.
I do too. So when I go back to Australia, I've got to kind of flip the script and remember if I want a coffee, I've got to order the long black.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's very difficult to kind of remember that sometimes. In America, though, they use Americano, obviously, I guess.
I don't know.
I swear, I was there in February, and I was going through the drive-thru of fast food, and I think they called it Americano. I'm pretty sure they did. Maybe they don't.
Well, if there are any American listeners, they can let us know.
Okay. Jenny Nim messaging and saying, John and flat white lover. Flat white lover there. Choi Sung Nim saying, I can't drink coffee because it keeps me up at night, so I drink tea. Do you have a time limit when you drink coffee?
I do. I've got to stop drinking coffee by 12 o'clock.
Midday?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Really? So you can't drink coffee now?
I can't have coffee now.
But you're a coffee lover.
I know, but it's got to be all in the morning. Otherwise, I can't sleep.
Really? Even like 10 hours later?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you drink decaf?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Only calf.
Okay. Decaf is becoming more popular these days.
It is. It arrived in Korea recently.
Yeah. My mum has loved coffee her whole life, but she drinks decaf now because she has a bit of an addiction. Sorry, Mum. But when she came to Korea, she could only go to one chain because they're the only place that had decaf. But now, lots of places are selling decaf.
Yeah.
So that's really good. 포님 as well saying 다 같이 갖는 커피 브레이크 좋아요. 조용한 사무실에서 혼자 과자 먹으면 시끄러울 것 같고 눈치 보임. So they love coffee breaks, kind of, in a quiet office when everyone's eating snacks, it can be kind of loud. So a nice coffee break, quiet coffee break is nice. Today we've been going over the word coffee, and it's been very interesting. It's nice to know that it hasn't changed for 500 years, really. That's good. I look forward to next week.
Yes. Next week's going to be good.
You got it planned already?
I already do, yeah.
Oh,
I already
Cheryl.
know for like the next 3 weeks what we're going to be talking about.
Awesome. I look forward to it, and I'll see you next week.
See you next week.
All right, we're going to crash. What's the word? We're going to finish. We're going to crash the first half here. We'll be back very soon, though, so don't go anywhere. Our last song is going to be I Want You Back by NSYNC. I'll see you in a mo.
You're all I ever wanted. You're all I ever needed. Yeah. So tell me what to do now. 'Cause I want you back. It's hard to say I'm sorry. It's hard
Wan Yi-hwa, sharing her songs of hope. Indie singer from the UK, Encore. A globally loved trio of Korean traditional musicians, Ipul. Join us for this extraordinary concert, celebrating peace on Friday, November the 1st at 4 p.m. at APEC Nurimaru House. For more details, please visit the BEFM website at www.befm.or.kr.
11월 1일 금요일 오후 4시 에이펙 누리마루 하우스에서 펼쳐지는 평화를 노래하는 특별한 순간, 여러분과 함께하길 기대합니다.
The time is now 1 o'clock.
One, two, three, My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna, but can't stand to see me walk out the door? Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking together, 'cause we don't know how. Come on. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it, 'cause there's nothing at all. We get together, oh, we get together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. If what they say is nothing is forever, then what makes good? Love the exception. So why yo, are we so in denial when we know we're not happy here? Y'all don't wanna hear me, you just wanna dance. Don't want to meet your daddy. Just want you in my caddy. Don't want to meet your mama. Just want to make you come. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Hey, alright now, fellas. Yeah. Now what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. I can't hear you. I say what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. Alright. Okay, now ladies. Now we gon' break this thing down in just a few seconds. Now don't have me break this thing down for nothing. Now I wanna see y'all on y'all baddest behavior. Lend me some sugar. I am your neighbor. Here we go. Shake it, 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 shake it like a Polaroid picture. Hey, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, sugar, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Now all Beyonce's and Lucy Lou's, shake it, baby doll, get on the floor, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Sugar, shake it, you know what to do. Sugar, shake it, shake it, sugar, shake it like a Polaroid picture.
That was a bit of a blast from slightly in the past. I used to listen to this song so much when I was younger. That was Hey Ya by Outkast. Now, Outkast is a rap duo who got by the names Big Boy and Andre 3000. Or they go by those names. In 2003, they made a double album, with each member contributing half. Big Boy's album was called Speaker Box, while Andre's was called The Love Below. Now, Hey Ya was Andre's song, and the first single from the album. This was a huge crossover hit. It got lots of play on hip-hop, top 40 and R&B radio stations as well. It's a very upbeat and energetic song. The music video also really emphasizes that. But according to Andre 3000, the song is about the difficulty in keeping a relationship together. And the whole album is actually about a quest for love. So that's a bit of history you might not have known about this really once popular song. Well, you're live in the studio in Busan this Wednesday afternoon. Welcome to Midday Mate. You're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Kijang, Cheongwan and Noksan areas. I'm your host, Nick, and we're in hour number 2 on Hump Day. And it is a lovely day still, which I'm very happy about. I hope you're having a nice day so far. I hope you had something nice. Maybe you finished lunch and now you're enjoying a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, if you like that kind of thing after eating. We have Jenny Nim saying, Australian coffee tastes so nice. Australian coffee, apparently it's really good. We also got a message kind of confirming that from 4625번님 saying 멜번에 9개 씨앗이라는 유명 커피집이 있는데요. 거기 flat white 마시고 진짜 너무 행복했던 기억이 있어요. 고단함과 외로움이 잊혀지는 맛이에요. 한국에서 그 맛을 찾아 헤맸는데 아직 찾지 못했어요. 힘들고 외롭지 않아서일까요? 커피 마시러 가고 싶어요. That's awesome. That's really nice. So a specific type of flat white called, I guess, 7 Seeds coffee shop in Melbourne, Australia, that is a heavenly taste. A taste that makes you forget your pain and worries. That sounds like a nice coffee. I do hope one day you get to find a similar coffee in Korea, because there are a lot of cafes. You're bound to find one. You're bound to find a good coffee. Any more coffee recommendations, feel free to send them in. I'm going to tell you what's coming up in today's second half. We've got today's quotes, where we introduce encouraging quotes from famous people, bite-sized banter, daily fun conversations with a theme. Kimberly is here for that. Don't make a scene, introducing useful English expressions after listening to a short clip, and Poetry in Motion, where we introduce Korean poems in English. And of course, I'll be checking your messages throughout the show. Jenny Nim saying, 뉴질랜드 커피도 좋죠. I buy hummingbird coffee beans here. No way. You can buy coffee beans? What, are they like pollinated by hummingbirds? I don't know how that works. That sounds incredible. hummingbird 벌새죠? There's a 벌새 커피콩이 있다고요? That sounds incredible. I would like to research that and see what kind of coffee it is, unless it's just a name. Also saying 멜번은 아무데나 가도 다 맛있어요. It seems like Australia, specifically Melbourne, maybe Sydney as well, has really good coffee and really good toast, from what it sounds like. So send your messages in. You can tell me what kind of coffees you like, or you can answer today's question of the day, which is about toast. Coffee and toast. I like that combination. The question of the day is, if you had to eat toast all week long, what toast would you make? 만약에 토스트를 일주일 내내 먹어야 한다면 어떤 토스트를 만들 건가요? Let me know. Send your messages to pound 9050, 샵 9050 to cost you 101. Kakao Talk message, just search for BEFM or 부산영어방송, or you can just go onto YouTube. Go onto YouTube and search for BEFM. Click on Midday Mate live right now. See me in the studio here. Talk with all the mates in the live chat. It's a great little time. It's going to brighten your hump day. Jenny Nim now informing me that it's just a brand of coffee bean. Okay, I should have thought that. I was thinking, it's Holma. How can a hummingbird, distribute coffee beans? You know what? I'm not very I don't have a lot of knowledge in the coffee area, so I don't really know how coffee beans are produced. I probably sound like quite stupid right now. Soinim saying, Nick, fancy a cuppa? Yeah, I love a cuppa. I love a cuppa sometimes. On a day like today, a cup of ice Americano, which I do have. Drift Monkeynim saying, what's better, New Zealand or Australia? It's a battle. Yeah, you can work together. You know, I guess because New Zealand has a much smaller population than Australia, there's probably more well-known things about Australian food or coffee as well. But still, New Zealand, you got the nature. New Zealand's got that nature that everyone in the world seems to love. All right, we're going to take a song break and we'll be back with today's quote. This is It Doesn't Have to Be This Way by the Blow Monkeys.
It doesn't have to be this way. Just count the hours. 'Cause when your bed is made, then baby it's too late. Yeah. There's no hope for a hungry child whose joker is wild. They take all hope away by the end of the day. Well, I just about had enough of the sunshine. Hey, what did I hear you say? You know, it doesn't have to be that way. When you walk out the door, you gotta ask for more. You gotta ask for more. It doesn't have to hurt that way. Just count the pain. You've only got yourselves to blame for playing the game. There's no hope for the hungry child whose joke is wild, and they take all hope away. And I just can't see the sense of my mind's ahead. Ooh, and I just about had enough of this sunshine. Hey, what did I hear you say? You know, it doesn't have to be that way. When you walk out the door, baby, you gotta ask for more. From society, take a tip from me now, yeah. For the sunshine, hey, what did I hear you say? Oh, you know, it doesn't have to be that way. When you walk out the door, ooh, you better ask for more. Baby, 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 hey, what did I hear you say? You know, it doesn't have to be that way. When you walk out the door, baby, you gotta ask for more. You gotta ask for more. I said, hey, what did I hear you say? Well, you know, it doesn't have to be that way. When you walk out the door, baby, you gotta ask for more. You gotta ask for more. More.
That was It Doesn't Have to Be This Way by the Blow Monkeys. Welcoming you back to Midday Mate. It's 1:13 in the afternoon on Hump Day, and we've got some messages coming in about toast. Toast, because the question of the day was, what kind of toast would you eat for a whole week if you had to? 만약에 토스트를 일주일 내내 먹어야 한다면 어떤 토스트를 만들 건가요? 오늘의 질문인데요. 니엘님께서 토스트 맛집에서 매일 다른 토스트를 주문해서 먹을 것 같네요. 배달이 안 되면 직접 가야죠. Yeah, actually the toast in Korea is very different from typical toast, right? Because a lot of the toast is like a sandwich, right? It's just a toasted sandwich which has ham, eggs, cheese, meat. It's a very simple, usually affordable meal which hits the spot in the right time. I guess that is a type of toast. It's a toasted sandwich. Yeah, I like that too. Good stuff. Keep the messages coming in. Right now, we're in today's quote, our next segment. And this is where we take an encouraging quote from a famous or influential person. Today, we have a quote from T.S. Eliot. And this is the quote. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. 아주 멀리 갈 위험을 감수할 수 있는 사람만이 얼마나 멀리 갈 수 있는지 알게 된다. So Thomas Stearns Eliot was born in 1888. He was a poet, an essayist, and a playwright. He is considered to be one of the 20th century's greatest poets, as well as a central figure in English language modernist poetry. His use of language, writing style, and verse structure reinvigorated English poetry. He was awarded the 1948 Nobel Prize in Literature for his outstanding pioneer contribution to present-day poetry. And one of the most vital elements in the roadmap of success is taking risks, right? Taking risks. If you do not take risks, all other elements you focus on could become quite ineffective. So without risk, you often cannot excel. You cannot go further in success. You need to fail in order to succeed. You know, people say failure is the mother of success. 실패는 성공의 어머니라고 하죠. Now, dread, that feeling of dread, like 어떡해, that's the feeling that influences an individual not to take risks. The fear of failure. Even the success stories of entrepreneurs, tech giants, and other successful people, they say they have to take risks. Taking risks in life is a vital component for success. Risk-taking ability brings you closer to your destination. You may have emphasized a lot on dedication, persistence, patience, and other elements for the fulfillment of goals, and they all may ultimately turn futile if you do not take a risk. So becoming a risk taker, you should be certain about your aims and how to fulfill them. The occasions of taking risks, the more you do it, the more you could advance in your career. Now, it's not saying take stupid risks. If there is an 80% chance, a 90% chance of catastrophic failure, maybe rethink your decisions. But maybe you're thinking, I don't know, you're working in a company A, but you don't want to work in company A. You want to develop your skills and become a writer, or you want to become an animator or something like that. Maybe, if you believe in yourself, taking that risk, quitting your job and trying to pursue your dreams could be a good decision. But of course, it is, 케바케, right? It's different for everybody. Assess it and take a risk. But taking risks, you learn from your failures anyway. So that was today's quote, and that was by T.S. Eliot. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. And it seems like Soinim resonates with today's quote, and I like it too. Risks are essential in life. We've got more messages coming in off the topic. Anangyo Nim saying, if we're talking Korean toast, then pizza toast. Is it pizza toast? Do they have pizza toast in Korea, or is that with the tomato sauce kind of layered on? And then if we're talking American-style toast, then quote-unquote French toast. Yeah. I mean, there's lots of different styles of toast wherever you go. All right, that was today's quote. Today's quote. We'll have this segment every single day where we bring in an influential quote by a famous person, hopefully to encourage you in your daily life. We're going to take a quick song break and we'll be back with bite-sized banter. This is Dressed for Success by Roxette. Welcome back to Midday Mate. It is time for bite-sized banter, and this is where Kimberly comes in, brings us a topic to talk about, and we have a bit of light-hearted chit-chat and back and forth. It's bite-sized banter. Hello, Kimberly.
Hello everyone.
Are you doing well?
Good, good. It's Wednesday. Always my favorite.
Always your favorite, the anticipation of what's coming. I like that. Yeah, Wednesdays are always great. So what are we talking about today for Bite-Sized Banter?
Today's question is, what's one trend from your childhood that you'd like to see come back? So I don't know if you've guys seen, but there's this movie called Wallace and Gromit. Do I have to ding it?
No, it's a movie. Wallace and Gromit.
Okay, so Wallace and Gromit, it's making a huge comeback with all these little stores, like souvenir stores that I see, like over in Haerydanggye or anywhere else. They have all of these Gromit, the dog, Gromit pins and pictures and stickers everywhere.
It's odd because I grew up with it. It's an old English show from before I was born.
Oh, it's an English show.
It's a British show, yeah. It's a British show, Wallace and Gromit. Cheese Gromit.
Yes, I love that episode.
Yeah. It's claymation, which is phenomenal, because every shot, one frame, move it, click, one frame, and it takes months and years to make the movie, apparently. But there's also, from the same makers, Shaun the Sheep has become really popular.
That's true.
I was really surprised to see Shaun the Sheep and Wallace and Gromit. The same makers. One of my favorite movies was Chicken Run. It's the same makers. So you want to see Wallace and Gromit come back?
Oh, no, I'm just saying, so Wallace and Gromit have been making a huge comeback. What is something from your childhood that you would like to see come back?
Well, what do you want to see come back?
So when I was in middle school, I think, and they may have come out earlier, I'm not quite sure, but there are these shoes with rollerblades at the bottom called hiliting.
Okay.
And I thought that they were the biggest loserish thing that you could buy before.
Yeah.
In my school, so one popular kid, he would wear it and he would always be like zooming around in the hallways. But now I really want it. I think it's an awesome invention. You can have the wheels, or you can pop them back in and have regular shoes again, or pop them back out and be on rollerblades again. It'll make life faster.
I remember the adverts as a kid. I think I wanted them because everyone had them.
Oh, they did?
A lot of people had them. A lot of girls had them. And the shoes were like super thick to hide the wheels.
Were.
And you click them in.
Huge platforms. You're like 3 inches taller.
They looked fun. That's interesting. I swear I've seen young kids with rollerblades in their shoes.
Really?
No?
These days?
Not everywhere. Maybe they're not a trend, but some kids have them, I swear. I see kids skating, unless they're just sliding everywhere.
Defying friction.
Exactly. Yeah, if it was a trend, that would be cool. Those things, whatever was on the TV advertisements, they took over the generation at the time.
Everything.
Now there's a lot of choice, so everyone's going to have a different preference. I guess one thing I liked, but I also found creepy at the same time, were Furbies.
Oh, no, I can't.
I had Furby, and my sister had one. And
really?
You tap its tongue to feed it, and it goes, I love you. For some reason, they always had American accents, even in England. But they were cute, and I really liked it because it was like having your own pet when your parents wouldn't let you get a dog or something.
Oh, my.
But at nighttime, they turned into like demons.
Because wouldn't they just talk randomly?
Sometimes they do. Some of them have motion sensors. So I remember when I was young, I was too afraid to go to the toilet because I knew when I got up, it would go, hello there.
Oh, you have to pass it?
I'd have to pass it. So I remember holding it in for the night. So yeah, but at daytime, they were the cutest and I loved the craze.
I never owned one.
Really?
No, because they weren't even cuddly. Because it was hard after within all that fur stuff that they had.
The fur, you could stroke it, but then you couldn't cuddle it.
I think actually you're the first person that I've met to have actually owned a Furby.
Yeah, I mean, I got it as a present on Christmas, I think, with my sister.
Tell me, what color was it?
I remember my sister's color, but I don't remember my
you
color.
Don't?
My sister's color was just grey and white. Pretty nice, It was cute. It looked like an owl.
Right, it did.
And these days, I don't think they're in business anymore. That's why I'm saying their name. But they've done tests with AI where they've connected an AI brain to a Furby and asked it questions. And it is super creepy.
Oh my gosh.
Because they talk about world domination and things like that.
No, I can't.
You can't So that would make a great horror movie, kind of like Chucky.
Ah, yes.
Megan, which recently came out.
I don't know what that is.
It's about a doll that looks very human-like and it comes alive and it becomes murderous.
It's my dream that I always have.
I don't like dolls, but Furbies, they were cute at the time, I thought. Yeah. Listeners, what is a trend from your childhood you'd like to see come back? Was it a toy, or was it something that everyone did? I know in Korea there were lots of different trends. Like a lot of people would raise chicks. That was a common thing back in the day in Korea, like
I would love that.
raising chicks and growing them into chickens. Let me know. And thank you very much, Kimberly. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye. Our producer very kindly put pictures of those monstrous, hideous things on the screen. What is something, a trend, maybe a toy or a behavior that many people did that you would like to see come back? Drift Monkey in messaging in saying, I've seen young kids with them lately, like 4 to 8 years old with scary Furbies. I did not know they were still in business. Please don't sue me, Furby companies. They were great. I enjoyed it as a kid. They were a little bit creepy. But, that's just me. Benny Nim saying, I think one trend would be Jack Stone. You'll have to tell me, what is Jack Stone? I'm not familiar with that. But still. 포님 saying, 생각해보면 많을 것 같은데 생각을 해보겠습니다. Tell me. Oh, and then they came back saying, 캔디바. 이 게임 캔디바가 돌아오면 좋겠어요. 거기 캐릭터가 굉장히 귀엽고 예뻤거든요. 캔디바. When you say candy bar, I think of just a candy bar like chocolate or something. What is it, a toy? I guess it's a character. PD님, if you can find a picture of candy bar, because I don't know that, and put it on the screen, I'd like to see what that is. But it seems like Soinim knows. Maybe it was a Korean craze back in the day. 부산아재님 saying hilse. I guess it is still a thing then. The rollerblades in the shoes. I never had one. I think I wanted one. They looked really useful, but I'm terrible at skating, so I probably would fall over. So that was today's bite-sized banter. Just any candy bar. I think that's not the candy bar that Punim was talking about. I guess I'll research it a little bit later. Saying I guess they were kind of a niche product that not everybody will know, but it's locked away in your memory, which is good. Hopefully it comes back so I can also experience the craze. All right, we're going to take a song break and then we'll be back with Don't Make a Scene. This is Dream a Little Dream of Me by the Beautiful South.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Ba ba ba. Dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries far behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Ba-da-da-da, da-da-da. Da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, la-da-da, la-da-da-da. Sweet dreams till sunbeams found you. Sweet dreams, all wars behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Sweet dreams.
That was Dream a Little Dream of Me by the beautiful South, welcoming you back to Midday Mate. It's now time to move on to our next segment, Don't Make a Scene. And this is where we do make a scene by taking a movie or a TV show, chopping it up into 5 days and learning a specific expression each day so that by the end of the week, we can kind of have an understanding or an idea about that specific scene. We go over a variety of different movies and TV shows. This week, we're going over a TV show called Severance. Now, I explained the plot the last couple of days. Just to recap, Severance is, I guess it's an office kind of thriller. It's very exciting, though. Basically, people who work at a company called Lumon, when they enter the building, they have to have their memories disconnected from the outside. So when they're in the building, they can't remember their outside life. And when they're outside the building, when they leave and go home, they cannot remember their work time. So their memory is split into two, their work memories and their home life memories. So the drama kind of explores the ethical problems that arise because the people in the workplace, in their memory, they never leave the office. Their memories are only in the office. So it's like they are two different people. And it shows the struggle between the what they call innies and outies. And so it's a really good drama or a TV show. I recommend it. So we're going over a scene this week where Helly, she's one of the main characters, she wakes up in the Lumon office. And she's scared. She doesn't know where she is because she can't remember the outside world. So this scene is an interaction between her and Mark. So let's take a listen to the clip.
Who are you?
Hello?
I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. Hi there. You on the table? I wonder if you'd mind taking a brief survey.
Who is that?
5 questions. Now, I know you're sleepy, but I just bet it'll make you feel right as rain.
Who's speaking? Hey, open the door.
I'd be just thrilled to chat once we've run the survey. Shall we begin with question 1?
I'm not taking your survey. Let me out of here. Hey, open the door. Let me out. Hey.
Hello.
5 questions.
5 questions.
What do I get at the end?
Depends on your answers.
Okay.
Great, off we go. Now to start, who are you?
That's the first question?
It's okay.
I don't know.
That was the clip one more time. Some people guessing correct. Well, not guessing, but good memory. Ponim on YouTube live chat. Yesterday we learned the expression right as rain. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling much better. And this yacha, well remembered. Now today we're going to go over the expression I'd be just thrilled to chat once we've run the survey. I'd be just thrilled to chat once we've run the survey. Now, I'd be just thrilled. Thrilled. I love this word, thrill. 그냥 thriller라고 하면 이 영화 장르죠. 스릴러. But thrilled, T-H-R-I-L-L-E-D 이렇게 스펠링하면요. 뭐 정말 기쁘다라는 뜻이에요. So I would be just thrilled to chat. I would love to chat. I'd be happy to chat. I'd be so happy to chat is what it means, kind of. 정말 기쁘다라는 뜻인데요. 이런 내용에서는 뭐뭐를 흔쾌히 하겠다는 뜻이랑 조금 더 가깝습니다. So I would be thrilled to do something is the same as I would be happy to do something. It's a nice way of saying that you will do something. So I would be thrilled to chat once you do this, once you do something. And here it says, once we've run the survey. Once we've done the survey. 이 설문조사를 완료하고 나면 그럴 때만 제가 흔쾌히 이야기해드리겠습니다. If you complete the survey, I'd be thrilled to chat with you. Another example you could say is, I would be thrilled to explain this after we finish the survey. 설문조사를 마친 후에 제가 이걸 흔쾌히 설명해드리겠습니다. I'd be thrilled to do it. So usually, thrilled means, really happy, really excited. But in this situation, he's obviously not really excited. But it's just, 말만 하는 거죠. I'd be thrilled to chat once we do this. It just means I would happily talk to you once you do this. So it is basically like the word 흔쾌히, right? It's kind of, happily to do something. And to run a survey is the same thing to take a survey or do a survey. Let's listen to that one line once more.
I'd be just thrilled to chat once we've run the survey.
I'd be just thrilled to chat once we've run the survey. And that's the expression of today. You can say it in your real life as well. If you want to say that I'm thrilled, it does work. If you want to say, I don't know, maybe you can say, I'm really thrilled with the results. 결과가 좋아서 나 정말 기뻐. That means, 정말 기뻐. I'm thrilled. But then, I'd be thrilled to do something if you do this. It means, if you do this, then I would be happy to do that. Kind of difficult to understand. Hopefully you do understand that. It's a useful expression to know. I would be thrilled to do something. 진리님 saying, 여배우 목소리 바뀌는 부분 재미있어요. You're talking about the part where she's like, let me out. And then 5 seconds later, hey, 5 questions. She's given up. 포기를 했죠. She can't get out of the room, so she gives up and she is willing to answer his questions. Well noticed. Yeah, I like that part too. She's a really good actress. They're all really good actors. I recommend this drama. And that was today's Don't Make a Scene. Going over, I'd be just thrilled to chat once we've run the survey. And we'll have this segment every single day. We're going to take a song break, and then we'll be back with Poetry in Motion. This is Can't Get By Without You by The Real Thing.
When I leave your door, when we say goodnight, it hurts me more and more. 'Cause girl, it just ain't right to end a day like this with no more than a kiss, and spend the night just dreaming of the things we're gonna miss. If I had my way, girl, we'd be together more and more each day. We'd go on forever, lovers hand in hand. Can't you understand? Girl, you've got to be my woman, I've got to be your man. 'Cause I can't get by without you. I need you more each day. The way I feel about you leaves nothing more to say. 'Cause I love you, girl, I need you. And I can't get by without you, no way.
sad affair, wasting precious time that you and I could share. Girl, it's such a crime to hear you call my name. It's a crying shame. When we're not together, then there's only time to blame. There will come a day, girl, I do believe it's not too far away, when I can say goodnight and still be by your side, to dry the tears you cry. And I'll have all the love I need to keep me satisfied. 'Cause I can't get by without you, I need you more each day. The way I feel about you leaves nothing more to say. 'Cause I love you, girl, I need you, and I can't get by without you, no way. I can't get by without you, I need you more each day. The way I feel about you leaves nothing more to say. 'Cause I love you, girl, I need you, and I can't get by without you, no way.
That was Can't Get By Without You by The Real Thing. Welcoming you back to Midday Mate. It's 1:45 in the afternoon. We just came back from Don't Make a Scene, going over the movie Severance, which was a very useful expression that we learned. I would be just thrilled to chat to you after we've run the survey. That was the phrase of today. We had a question by Ponem on YouTube Live saying get by가 무슨 뜻인지 알려주실 수 있을까요? 살아갈 수 없다, 나아갈 수 없다. So to get by, there's a few meanings, right? 지나가다. Can I just get by? 지나갈 수 있어요? You know, or it means like 살아가다, right? Kind of get by on food. For example, I can't get by on this tiny salary. I can't get by. 이 박봉으로 어떻게 살아가요? You know, like how can I get by? So it kind of means to live, you know, 간신히 살아가는 거, kind of just living within your means. It's kind of difficult to say, but still, it's a good expression. Hopefully that kind of answered it. I'm getting by on just 10,000원 per week. It means I'm living on just 10,000원 per week. I'm getting by, you know, not well, but, you know, I'm living, just about living. And saying 영어는 저런 게 많아요. 아는 단어가 섞여서 전혀 알 수 없는 단어가 되는 거. Yeah, it can be confusing, but you will get the hang of it. It just takes time to get used to it. 화이팅. Good question. Thank you very much. All right, now it's time to go on to our next segment. Our segment is Poetry in Motion. And this is where we go over a poem by a famous or respected Korean poet. And we talk about it in English as well and stuff like that. And every week we have a really good 3-lined poem. And today is no different. This poem is called Road by 고은, or 길 by 고은. So this is the poem. 길이 없으면 길을 만들며 간다. 여기서부터 희망이다. If there is no road to walk, then make one. From here on, there is hope. Oh, why did the echo go away? The echo went away for the English part. Didn't have the same effect. But yeah, that is the poem 길 by 고은. Now, this is a very, very good poem by 고은. He was born in 1933. He's done his time. He's been a great poet. And this is one of the poems I think that really represent him as well. He's written a lot of classical poems, essays, travel books, about 155 volumes. So that was the poem 길 by 고은, and every Wednesday we have this segment, Poetry in Motion. We're going to take a quick song break, and then we'll be back. This is Smile by the Supernaturals.
you be cut out.
You Better Smile. Sounds quite threatening, but I love it. That's a great song. Makes me feel happy. And that was by the Supernaturals, Smile. Well, welcome back, everyone, to the show. For those of you joining in just now, good to see you. I see you, Chaeyoon Jungnam, as well. Hope you're having a good day. It seems lots of people as well have just arrived home after their work or being out. I'm glad you're home safely, and I hope you have a great day for the rest of your day. Ponem on YouTube, again, with another interesting phrase. Another one bites the dust. 또 먼지를 물었다가 아니라 또 한 명이 죽었다래요. 최근에 알았어요. 저도 그 표현을 안 지 얼마 안 됐거든요. I think I only know it because of the Queen song. You know, Freddie Mercury, another one bites the dust. And when I was young, I always wondered, what does that mean? Is it biting dust? It does mean somebody has died. They bit the dust. It's not a nice expression. Like if a friend or a family member passed away, I would never say, oh, they bit the dust. That's very disrespectful. So I don't use it. It's better to say passed away or they died. But still, it's a really useful expression. Soinim, with a great expression, using today's don't make a scene. I've lost it because there's so many comments, which is a good thing, I suppose. Saying, I'd be thrilled to chat with all of the mates at Midday Mate. That's awesome. I'm very glad you said that. I am thrilled to be able to chat with all of you as well. For those of you coming in late, 성유름님 as well, good to see you. Thanks for joining in, even if it was just at the end, saying 즐거웠습니다. I guess you've been listening for a little while. All right. Lee Kelly님, another expression for bite the dust is kick the bucket. Yeah, that's a good one. They kicked the bucket. 양둥이를 찼다. They kicked the bucket. Yeah, it's a very interesting expression. I wouldn't use it for a loved one, but there you go. Same as bite the dust. Anyway, it's time to wrap up the show. Hump Day is down. I'll see you all tomorrow for Thursday. Until then, have a wonderful day. This is Funky Town by Pseudo Echo. I'll see you tomorrow.
Won't you take me to a funky town? Won't you take me to a funky town? Won't you take me to